For months, I've been telling everyone that this is going to work. Move to China, go factory direct, give everyone in the world cost price building materials, starting with Australians. And today, we actually got our first online real customer order. So I'm here in China, I'm here actually checking to make sure that what we are going to send to them is the best quality tile in the world. There's real money, there's real consequences if we get this wrong. So come with me today and let's find out whether what I've put my life on the line on over the last 6 months was worth it or was a massive mistake. Well, welcome to the middle of China. We're at one of our suppliers' warehouses and let's go check out some tiles and go meet the team. Hi Connie, good to see you. Good to see you.
Here's the inspector.
Oh, hi, ni hao. Hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah, she's already been in the inspection for over 25 years.
Okay, so which are ours? Wait, this?
All this.
Oh, all this?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 269 of these leaving, these boxes.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And these are our tiles. Yeah. This is one of our first online orders that we've gotten. And to know that like we're in the middle of China, this is real and this is happening, like, oh man. So we've got the team here. This is Connie, who's one of our first employees here in China on the ground, who's helped coordinating all of this. We've gone out and we've hired a specialized QC person as well. So this lady here, who's like laying everything on the ground, what she's doing is she's comparing exactly how they would the customer when they lay it on the ground in Australia, what's it gonna look like? And so she's looking for things like thickness, she's looking at the surface of the tile, she's looking at the body of the tile, looking at how the tiles themselves match up together. And what's hard as well with these is in each pallet, there's 24 of these boxes. And so we just pick a random box because if you pick the box they give you, typically there could be an issue with it because they'll just cherry pick the best box. It's why it's so important to have the right people on the ground here, because if this gets on a ship, which it will this afternoon, and it lands in Australia and it's not right, we're stuffed. Oh man, I am worried we could really get this wrong. Because the hardest part about tiles especially is it's all subjective. So this customer specifically didn't actually order a sample, which means that what we send out in the container and what they get, if they look at it and they're like, this is not what I wanted. Like, what do we do? And yeah, like generally speaking, we're very happy with these. We spent more money on this supplier, and this is a supplier that we've spent months and months trying to work with and find and build a relationship with. Next step is she's going to continue doing this inspection, and then they'll box them up and we'll get like a final report on whether this actually passes the test or not. If it doesn't pass the test, it's not going to be good. Walking around here, Dan, is so crazy because every single one of these tiles we stock on our website. So if you go to like buybloomfield.com, our entire model is we're cutting out every single layer of the fluff that exists when buying building supplies at the moment, which are like wholesalers, distributors, importers. Everyone's taking a cut, and at the end of the day, the average individual buying these products, whether it's a homeowner, a developer, everyone's getting ripped off. So we thought, why not come to the source and just literally buy all of these and have access to this stock and just be able to sell it to the end consumer. And a big part of like how we make this work is its quality. It's why like coming to China and trying to like source this stuff yourself is so hard, because you don't know what you're gonna get. And so we've spent a lot of money and a lot of time here on the ground. Connie, our first employee here in China, was a big part of it. And her team that she brought with her, the quality control experts. Don't get run over by a forklift. There's just stuff going everywhere. Literally just like people. So that lady there who's like measuring all the tiles, she has 20 years of experience. Literally her only job is to do quality control tests on tiles. And so I guess the main point to this is when you're thinking about doing business in China, if you want to do something similar, always be thinking about who is the team that you can build around you. And it's not just trying to deal with the source. So thinking about, all right, how could I find not just a great supplier, but also a great quality control person? Who could that be? Who could I have come out here and actually be on the ground and inspect things for me? So really just be, and same with like shipping and logistics. Who could I have on the ground to make sure that my product doesn't get delayed and actually gets to me properly? So my point would be always be thinking like 3-4 steps ahead. It's not all about just trying to find the cheapest price and trying to find the supplier, because if you're trying to build a business for longevity and build something that really sticks, that is where I think the real opportunity is. And working here with the source sometimes isn't easy, but man, there's just so much opportunity here. Have we asked the forwarder to pick them up?
Yes.
It's organized?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, last week I already informed them to pick up the materials this afternoon.
Cool, and so they're gonna pick it up. It will go to where today?
To the Portion warehouse.
Okay,
the
cool.
warehouse for the port, and then they will deliver to Shenzhen for the vessel.
Yep, okay, so there won't be any problems, we don't
no
think?
problems.
Okay, great. And the shipment, so should leave out of China on Wednesday, is it?
From Portion to Shenzhen.
Yeah, but then
and
when's
then
the
from
ship?
Shenzhen will be next week.
Oh, it doesn't leave till next week?
Yes.
Why not this week?
I think for this they arrange it in LCL.
LCL
is
now, big question.
Yes.
Did the tiles pass? What did she say? Did she like them?
Oh yeah, the quality is good. No problem.
No problems at all?
Yeah, no problem.
At all?
Already, yes, already.
Well, surely there's something wrong.
專邊嗰度有少少啲料，可能係因為佢做薄咗啦。
Most of the parts is quality is good, but just one little tiny is the edge. She think that the edge is not perfect enough.
Okay.
But it didn't affect for the using.
Okay, so
Yes.
it could still go together.
Yes,
Fine.
can go
Okay.
together, no problem.
Okay, and when she says the edge, was it slightly on an angle, or what was wrong with the edge?
Not the edge, like this in the middle.
Yep.
It's not perfect enough. But when you are paving the tires put together,
It's fine.
you cannot see.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So
and-
it's a pass.
Yes.
Tiles are good to go to Australia.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you very much. 谢谢再见.
Thank you. Yeah,
she
she
say?
said that you can speak Chinese.
Very small. So I guess the only thing that I'm thinking about now is like, I guess anything in China is just, or any business, is like you can only control what you can control. And so for us, it's just trying to like check to make sure the quality is as good as it possibly can be. It's to make sure the after sales care is as good as it can be, so they have like someone to call and they can talk to us if there's a problem. But if you want to know how I'm personally feeling, yeah, it's nervous, because nervous doesn't even cut it, to be honest, because like I've moved my entire life here to China, and it almost feels like I put everything on the line. But like, I don't know, I just feel like if we can't even get one order right here out of China, how can we do 50 a week? How can we do 100 a week? And the only reason this business is worth doing is if that's the scale that we can get to. And so I just feel like I'm the best person to do this, but if I actually believe that, then that needs to happen. There's just a lot of stuff that really isn't in my hands right now. The only thing we can control is just trying to make sure that this, tile is as like perfect as it possibly can be. But yeah, there's a lot of investment from my end of just being here, and we've already made hires here in China, and we've already just tried to do the right thing in the right order. So yeah, so I don't know, man. I'm sweating my ass off, and I think it'll be right. I think it'll be fine. But yeah, we'll make it work, and it's going to be a great tile, and the customer's going to love it. We're going to be able to do 100 of these a week, I promise. Yeah, I don't know. It does make me excited though, like literally seeing kind of like what we have access to, because this is just one factory in China, one warehouse in China, and there are thousands of these things. And the kind of team and the capability that I've spent so much time here on the ground building is kind of like what is going to unlock and give us access to all of this. And I just think that like, bro, no one else in the industry has what we have, and has kind of the concept that we're working on, and let alone the ability and the like, I will give everything to make sure this genuinely works, because if it doesn't, there is no going home. There's no like, I'm not going to get back on Australia and say, oh man, sorry, this business didn't work. We're doing these videos, and if we're doing these videos and telling everyone on the internet that we're going to make this a success, or even if we don't, it's just going to be super embarrassing. And so, yeah, we just got to get this one order right, and if we do that, then yeah, so I'm excited. Anyway, they're already getting angry at us filming, so we better get out of here. So Connie, no other issues? Very positive?
Yeah, it's positive.
Yeah. Oh, Nick, in terms of shipping time, so you know the boat's leaving next week, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. So Connie, maybe you want to tell Nick what you told me earlier, what you understand?
Yeah, I checked with the forward agent here, Zoe. She told me that for the shipment, it will depart from Foshan on Wednesday this week.
Wait, this week?
Yeah, from Foshan to Shenzhen.
Oh,
and then
yes.
next week, next Tuesday, from Shenzhen to Brisbane. And you confirm it will ship by LCL, right?
Connie, I thought we have to do the QC today because the forwarder was picking up the tiles
Today?
They are going to pick up the tiles this afternoon.
Yep. And then why would they not move that as soon as possible to Shenzhen? Jack, I think it'd be better, but we need to get the tiles on the boat sooner than that. We said to them that this is when it'll be ready. And we were told that it would be this week, and we rushed everything on our end to make sure that we could get it done as soon as possible. We need to push them because the client in Australia needs them as soon as possible. We can't have them waiting there for a week and a half in China.
Okay, let me talk to Dory.
Okay, well maybe Connie, can you call Zoe now?
Yeah.
Okay, Connie's going to call Zoe now.
Thank you.
Okay,
I'll let you go. Yeah, then.
we'll let you know. Bye.
哎，你好，就是去那个澳洲的那一票货呀，今天下午提货的那个，有没有更早一点、更快一点的？
最早就是这班船的32号、16号的船。
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're open to do both options, so FCL or LCL, but obviously we were looking at LCL, so if we can get that done on Wednesday this week.
No, impossible. I already checked with Zoe, and
Did she check
said
again?
that if for LCL, the earliest will be next week. If for FCL now, she's looking for if we can still get some space to get the SO.
Okay.
This one need to be checked.
Well, let's see what Zoe comes back with.
Yes.
And if she can do it, then okay.
Yeah.
So this is our makeshift Chinese office here in Foshan. We've just finished up looking at the tiles, and we're super happy with how everything turned out, which is great. But we just found out that one of the tiles is broken, which is not helpful. So out of the 500 or so square meters, one tile is broken. So when they arrive to Australia, we've got to figure out a way to like essentially pluck that one out. And the problem is that because we're tapping into supplier stock here in China, and the tiles you saw today came from up north in China, they would essentially, Connie, they'd have to like send another one. What would we do? We just put it on the ship anyway, or how would we even solve this?
One piece is because they're broken, so this,
Yeah.
of course, this one will not ship as with.
They can take it out, yeah.
Yes. But this one they can lift because already pay full payment.
Yeah.
Right? But this one, the payment.
They're going to give us a credit for one tile.
For the
great.
next time.
We're lucky that we kind of request that people put at least a 15% allowance for breakage, and so this is exactly for that reason. Anyway, and another issue that we're also trying to deal with is we've got the shipment which is going to be leaving on Wednesday this week. Well, it was meant to, but it turns out it was actually booked for next Wednesday. And so I've been running around for the last week trying to get all these tiles sorted, and then it turns out the shipment isn't even for another week, which is cruel. So we're now probably going to have to pay a little bit more and get a thing called FCL, which is full container load, instead of LCL, which is less than container load. So your load is combined with other people's stuff. And so, yeah, I think if we do that, we're able to get these tiles out this week. And that's what the hard thing is, like, you know, our business model, it's all about, people are really waiting for these tiles. People want stuff ASAP. And so trying to like build this well-oiled machine, which we're trying to do in China here, where we can get stock from suppliers, we can get that stock into a place that we can QC it, either our warehouse or the own supplier's warehouse, and then get that stock from that warehouse onto a boat and into Australia as fast as humanly possible. We just got to do it again and again and again and again, and we just build up the reps and like the muscle to be able to get that right every time. But now it's just like, given this is the first like real online order, it's these sort of problems that in any business, like, you just got to try and work through and solve. But Yeah, that's 2 problems now in the last 20 minutes. So give it another 20 minutes and I'm sure there'll be like 4, but we'll just keep solving them.
Now, and let's switch the, get me another one.
Oh, man.
Get me another one.
But is it going to be the same batch? Will it look the same? Will it look the same? Same?
The same, in the same color shade.
Okay.
So no difference.
1 minute later, our problem is solved. Turns out that the supplier had another order of the same tiles that also got delivered on the same day, and they can just swap one of their tiles out with ours because there was some they didn't need. How was that even possible? I don't know. So Connie's furiously typing back, and so it's a good end to the problem. So I wonder what other issues she's going to throw at us. But Connie was saying this is why it's also important too to have multiple supplier relationships and backups as well, because if you're relying too much on one supplier and they screw you or something goes wrong, you've got no plan B, you've got no plan C. And so yeah, doing business in China, again, it's all about the relationships and trying to be on the ground here as much as possible and not just trusting, but also verifying. The favorite term in China is trust, but verify. And so that's what we try and do a lot of. And this is why. Every single tile order that comes out of China, as like time inefficient it is, sometimes when you're running a company and scaling a business, it's so important to do things that don't scale, even though it might seem inefficient, but it's all about just getting the basics right. Ni hao. Just getting the basics right. Because if you can't do the basics well, then how can you do the advanced stuff well? And so now we're gonna head back. We've literally been in China for less than 6 hours. I'm gonna jump back on the train, head into Hong Kong, not get run over, head back into Hong Kong, and make sure we get these tiles out on time. Ni hao. We made it out. We actually got told in the factory to stop filming, and so even though we're committed to giving you guys a complete behind the scenes, they wouldn't let us. But anyway, since we stopped filming, we got all the tiles onto a truck. That truck is now on its way to Shenzhen, and that truck, or the tiles, will then be shipped from Shenzhen into Australia. Now, that whole process is going to take about 3 weeks. We've already kind of stuffed it up because that boat was meant to leave this week. Turns out we can't get them on the boat until the next week, the next one going to Australia. And so it's a little bit disappointing, but we'll still meet the deadline for the customer. But yeah, I'm really happy. I think based on what we heard today, the tiles are great. Again, we paid more from this. We're not making as much margin on these because we really care about using the best supplier and just getting the best product for the customer. But we're still gonna go through and see kind of what that quality control report comes back as. And again, that's more money that we're investing and spending to make sure that we're getting the best quality product. We're very conscious though that margin for us in this business is the only way that obviously we make money, and shipping is a big component of our cost structure. Again, we kind of stuffed up because we didn't really forward plan a lot of the shipping relationships we needed. I've shipped a lot out of China before, but shipping tiles and doing it the way that we wanted to do it required new relationships, and I didn't know that until we had this first order come through. And so, yeah, it's been all engines go trying to get this done, but I'm just happy that for the first time ever I actually got to see these properly, and yeah, as you can see, there is a smile on my face. So yeah, let's go see kind of what this quality control report came back as, and continue the journey. All right, so we're back in Hong Kong. I've had a shower. I feel more like a human being now. I think today, like, if I reflect on it, it's like when you have a kid. And for the first year, you can like take care of that kid. For us, our kid is my business. You know, we could control what suppliers we used, how we had that relationship, how we sold to the customer, everything you've kind of seen us do here on this series. We've had the control. But today was like the first time that our tiles are on a boat, out of our control for the next 3 weeks. Is how long it takes to get these to Australia. They're gonna land in Australia in 3 weeks' time, and then they're gonna go directly from the port to the end customer. And we use a third-party logistics provider to do that, which means it's completely outside of our control. And so I think about this and reflect, because like, if you can't even get one order right, how do we expect to get 50 right? Like for us to get this business to a scale, we've got to be doing 50 to 100 of these tile orders a week. And so if I'm nervous about one thing, it's that. And so hopefully as you like watch what we've done today, you can kind of take away that it's so important when you are starting a business to try and set the foundations right, to try and do as much groundwork as you like possibly can to make sure that the foundation is set so you can scale effectively upon that. Right now, I don't even know if our foundation is set properly. This next 3 weeks is going to be the test of that, and we're going to see if that comes to life or not. So anyway, I'm gonna get back to work now. There's so much more that we need to do. There's more tiles that we need to sell, and we've got to show, or we've got to figure out, and we'll show you how we're gonna get from this one order to the second, to the third, to the fifth, to the 100th, and we're gonna get there. So anyway, I'm gonna go get back to work. It's like 8:30 already, man, I'm so tired. But yeah, we'll stop at nothing to make this work. So anyway, we'll see you in the next one.